Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Delightful Creations. I'm Amber, and today is Focus Friday. Yay! Can you believe it's Friday already? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited you're here today. This is going to be a little bit different than what you've been normally used to seeing, and there's a couple of reasons for that. The first reason is that my boys were home this week for spring break. For school. And the second is my oldest was sick, and he's been sick since Tuesday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday now. And I've gotten it. And I'm not using those as excuses or anything like that, but I just haven't had the time to do a proper Bible study. And I don't want to rush through that to come on here to just film a video for you. So I decided at times like this, I'm going to turn to what I normally do. And I have a devotion. I have many devotions that I flip through and that I read throughout the course of the year. And I've decided, since I've really established a special relationship with my reading of Joyce Myers. I have the magazine now that's free that comes quarterly. And then I have a lot of her books, and I enjoy watching her videos and podcasts and things like that. So we are going to stick with that theme, and it is going to come from the Joyce Myers Starting Your Day Right devotions. I've read this book many times. It goes throughout the whole year. It's awesome. Even has the leap year in there. And I've got the Ending Your Day Right. And I figured, you know what, God, I'm going to make a commitment. In the summer, I'm going to read the morning and I'm going to read the night, because when my boys are home, I just don't get that quiet time. I just don't. And I'm not a night owl, and I don't like waking up super early. It just doesn't work. And then I have to be quiet, and then I'm going to be distracted by like listening to see if there's feet running around upstairs. It just doesn't work for me. This works for me. So with that being said, I wanted to read you both for today. So we're going to read the morning one first, and I have not pre-read these, so I'm going to be just getting whatever comes out of the book as much as you guys do. So let's go ahead and flip here to March 20th. It's Thursday night for me. So I'll read the Thursday edition, even though it's Focus Friday. Okay, we're just going to read today. It says, make a fresh commitment. So the actual verse is from Proverbs, funny enough, 3:9-10. And this is the verse. Now, Joyce adds in little fragments sometimes of explaining what some parts of it is. So I'm just going to read what's wrote here. Honor the Lord with your capital and sufficiency, which is from righteous labors, and with the first fruits of all your income. So shall your storage places be filled with plenty, and your vats shall be overflowing with new wine. And now we're going to read the devotion part of that. The parable of these talents, so you can go see Matthew 25:14-30, instructs us to use what God gives us to expand the Master's kingdom. Invest yourself, your time, and your money in the Lord's work. Rededicate your finances to God today. Make a fresh commitment to be a giver. Don't let the devil talk you out of giving just because you have bills to pay and obligations that cause you to worry. In Matthew 6:25-34, Jesus said not to be anxious about anything, for God knows your needs and promises to care for you. Wow. Yeah, that's true. He really does say that. And I know that can be a hard thing to do, to make that commitment. For yourself, and you can put that money to what God calls you to put that money towards. So missionary work, supporting a local soup kitchen at your church maybe, or something like that, tithing into the church, or supporting the Joyce Myers ministry, right? Different things we can do with our money to make an impact for God. That's really cool. I think that's really cool, especially that it pulled out Proverbs 3:9-10, and then we got to see little bits from Matthew. Make a fresh commitment. All right, good. I'm going to think about that for sure. For sure, going to think about that. And just to keep with the Ending Your Day Right, we're going to go ahead. This book is old. As you can see, it's falling apart. It's terrible. I've got them used from the thrift store, so it wasn't like I mistreated them myself. It's just how I got them. We're going to go ahead and read March 20th, which again is Thursday night for me. And for you guys, it's Friday morning, or whenever this video uploads. We're going to read the ending. So give away what you have. And this verse comes from 1 John 4:11. Beloved, if God loved us so very much, we also ought to love one another. What a blessing it is to have God's love in you. but you must not hoard it for yourself. God wants you to give it away, to love others lavishly, unconditionally, as He has loved you. Everyone in the world deserves to be loved and accepted. God's love is the most wonderful gift He could give you, and you have the privilege of sharing that love by allowing it to flow through you into the lives of others. Many people try to find happiness in getting, but true happiness can only be found in giving. Think of yourself as a dispensary of blessings. Be the kind of person others come to looking for love and blessings. You'll discover that you give love away, you'll reap happiness and love in your own life. Isn't it comforting to know you are lovable? Now share your love with someone else. And I really like that. I like that the two devotions go together. It gives you something to think about in the morning and the night. And I really, really enjoy it. So I'm glad that God slowed me down this week and brought that to my attention. So we're going to be focusing on that while I pull in the treasure journal here. And I got my book here. And what I did a couple weeks ago is I went ahead and made some wax papers using a tea candle that had burned down a little bit, and I just shaved it off, and I just wanted to see what I could come up with and do the shavings onto some papers. And I only had enough wax to do a few pages here, so I've got a couple of hymns, and you probably can't tell really much of a difference on these, but they are translucent, transparent. You can kind of see through them. And then I did it on a dictionary page. Again, it's probably pretty hard to see here if I can pull this up. No, you still really can't see through that on the camera and see the roses behind there. And then I did a book page, but it feels wonderful in the hand, and it has a really nice crunch to it. And you can kind of see here a little bit of the page coming through there. And it was an unscented wax candle. So I took a piece of scrapbook paper and I ripped it so you could see the difference. So this is the non-waxed paper, and this is the waxed paper. And then I put it on the music paper. Maybe pull it up for you. Whoops, I bumped my thing. You can see the music notes through there. So it's really, really cool. And like I said, it feels really neat. And then this one is the regular paper, and it's more flimsy and you cannot see through it. So that's really neat to see that. So we're going to take a piece of this, and I just wanted to make a nice little pocket here is what I was thinking to showcase this. And I'm thinking I don't want it that big. I think I want it about halfway here. So I'm just going to grab my pencil. I'm going to try really hard to line this up wherever I need to cut it, which is about here and somewhere down here. Okay, I'll go ahead and take that to the trimmer now. And I'm going to try again really hard not to cough. I'm starting to get the cough. Not super sick, but sick enough where it's like, you don't feel very good, and you don't want to do a whole lot, but made a commitment, so we're here. I don't have any videos pre-filmed ahead of time either, and I think that would be a good thing to do, because if I lost my voice, that would be the worst. Like, there would be, what would I do? I can't sign language talk to you guys. I guess I could subtitle it on the video, but that would just be silly to me. I'm going to take a little bit more off of this inside edge just to make it fit on the page a little better and to have whole polka dots. So cute. So very cute indeed. Oh, I just love that. And I love that you can see the music paper. And of course, our Papa Red Candy, the only scrapbook page out of all the papers I could have pulled out to add. This took a lot of the wax, by the way. This big 12 by 12 page took a lot. And it wasn't really thick scrapbook paper either, but it used all the candle that I had. So, and I only had a little bit of time to actually play with it, but I can see myself making more of this in the future because that is just too cool to pass up. Take an iron and you put it on there and you melt it and it's all good. It's all fun times there. So I was happy to find that. And I'm thinking, because I cut this little scrap off, and then I thought we could just do a little double pocket down here on the bottom, one here and one up there. Even though that one's ripped, and it's ripped away. So I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to try to slight rip this one as well, going down kind of every which way, wavy up and down. I just don't like those really tall, like mountain peaky ones where they're really sharp like that. I don't know. That just is not appealing to me. Okay, let's glue this down. And then after this video, I'm going to be having a nice cup of tea. I've already had one today. I had the last one that I had in my pouch. It was vanilla honey chamomile. So I'll be having just chamomile tonight before I go to bed. Kind of soothing and coats the throat, they say, you know. So we've got our wax paper on there. Really special, really pretty. When we're talking about giving, it's hard to give our love away sometimes, especially to people that make us upset, that maybe hurt our feelings, or we don't see eye to eye with, or, you know, all the things that come with being human. We don't always get along with everybody. Okay, that definitely wasn't dry yet. Don't get along with everybody, and I'm going to take this little, well, I'll leave the little owl in there. I keep messing with him. I'll leave him in there. I need to add a tag topper here, so I'm going to grab some of this lace sitting here. Don't always get along with what everybody else thinks about, or how they feel, or their views, or, I mean, it just goes on and on and on about all our differences, right? But we are not to judge. We're just to love and accept them. It's God's place to judge, and that's a very, very hard thing to do, especially when our views are so drastically different to other people in our lives. I mean, maybe your testimony is that you've lost your good friend over it, or an aunt or an uncle or your parents, or maybe even your children, because of some sort of disagreement that either party can't look past. And I just think that's so sad. And just love your children, and love your family, and love your friends and your neighbors and everybody, and give them all that you have to give them, because life is so short. It is so incredibly short. And you just want no regrets. I don't want to have those kinds of regrets at the end of my life, whenever that will be. I do not want to have that be what I'm thinking about. Okay. Put that down there. And then something small here in this pocket. And then a little cluster down here in the corner. So I also tried it on a napkin, and that was silly because that just didn't work. You can't even tell that I did anything. But the napkin is more firm. Like you can see kind of from there. It's a little bit more, well, that's not, but a little bit more tough than if it were just the napkin base. I'm thinking here, maybe, I don't know. No. Nope, definitely not. No. All right, let's grab some Bo Bunny paper here, because we gotta love that, right? I have a piece, actually, I have a piece in this bag. Ooh, it's gonna fall off my desk. Just some gorgeous book page text. Scripty text. And I'll just make a nice little journal card out of this one. And I want it going tall-wise in my pocket. I don't know how big this page is. I was going to do a 3x4 card. Will that work? Sure it will. Okay. I'm going to do a Project Life card size. Maybe a 3x5. Maybe we should do 3x5. Those are like wallet size. Ooh, that's fun. Something different. Let's try 3x5. And if I don't like it, I can cut it down to 3x4. Let's see. Oh, that's too tall. Yep, that's too big in the pocket. I say that and then I put the cutter away. Oops, let me cut off another inch here. Let's make it a 3x4. I'm going to cut it on my little table down there. I'm going to round my corners. There we go. Gotta love us some Bo Bunny paper, right? Very, very special. I did watch a video well, maybe it was last week, that Tim Holtz released his paper pads from the vault, and I am not buying any as of this video. I went through and I love his papers, and I have an extra wallflower one. I would love the memorandum one, but I'm not certain. I haven't committed to buying it. And there's still a few out there when I was looking, and I'm just like, I don't really need more paper, but it's special because it's from the vault. I don't know if it'll ever come back again. Oh, that's pretty. I like that. Okay, I'm going to grab my little bowl here of stuffs. Oops. My little bowl here of some stuffs. And let's just see if I can make a little cluster down here. Here's some interesting looking. Oh, maybe we'll just do a little something like that, huh? How about that? Just stick that on there. Little trim. I don't think I have any. I've got more red dots, but these are a different paper, and I don't like that on there. I'm not seeing too much else here. Got expressive. Got my whole bunch of these button things that I made, those closures like we did. I've got a red stamp. Got a red fella here. Okay. He needs something else behind him. Maybe he needs this. Maybe he needs brown to offset him. I don't like that. I prefer the fabric over that. And not pink. Not pink at all. Maybe this scrap of white here. No. If we use the white, okay, we're going to go like this. I'm going to use my scissors here, even though this is already this is an embossed piece, and this is left over from the bee, a piece that I put into the bee kit. Ooh, maybe I do like that. Ooh, kind of made a little I want to take more off. I want it to be a little smaller. Okay, and I want the side that's raised up. Okay, here we go. We're getting something. Sometimes you just got to use your scraps and kind of dig. And I know what you're saying. That's awfully white, right? Well, I'm going to change that. Oops, I'm going to add some ink to it. There's my inker. Here it is. And I'm going to do it on my foot because I don't want to get ink all over my desk. And I'm just going to swirl on there some leftover brown ink from this inker. And then I'm going to grab the red, this is my red, that has some pinks and reds in it a little bit. And this is what I did with Junk Journal January. Kind of just falling back on some of those, techniques that I did back then. I'm trying to find the red ink. There it is. Just want a little bit more of red to come through here. And it actually ends up being more pinkish toned, but I still think it adds just a nice, soft, except for these edges, I want, where I cut, I want those to be sharp with that red. I want you to really notice that. Okay, so now the white is gone. Easy peasy. All right, let's glue that down. We're almost done, so I hope you guys are having a good day and enjoyed this little segment. I apologize. I feel like it wasn't very well, of course it wasn't very thought out. I didn't know what we were going to be reading about, but I'm going to be dreaming about and thinking about giving my love away, because I want to be blessed, and that's the biggest thing. Is I want God's blessing, and I want other people to feel that and see that and have that show up in their lives, and to be able to share with other people. Oh my gosh, that's scary. For me, I'm an introvert. I'm very much quiet, shy, not going to be raising my hand in church or Bible study or in classroom or any of that. No. So for this to be a video, but I'm just me by myself in my craft room, but I'm talking to all of you at some point in your life, and I just hope that you find this video whenever you need it, and that it brings you some joy, some peace, some happiness, and God meets you right where you are. That's what I hope for you, and I hope that for everybody. Oh, yeah, that's very, very cute. Very, very cute. And I don't feel like I want to stick this guy on there just because he's sitting here. I don't like him. I don't like random heads. I'm not a random head person. All right, there's probably not going to be any red in here. That's pink tone. That's probably as close as we are going to get. So we'll just grab one of these little flower stickers. And these are washi stickers. And I want to put one here in the corner. because there's roses back here, and I feel like I need to carry the flowers down. I want to put another one here. But this one I'm thinking I'll do something I don't usually do, and I'll cut it in half-ish. And we'll stick it on each edge of this little label. I'll put one here at the bottom and one over here on the top, so it really does look like it's falling down. How cute. Fun way to use a sticker, I'll tell you what. Okay, now I need some sort of, sentiment, some sort of giving thing to commemorate what we just read about. And I'll come back and I'll journal on there too about some Joyce Myers and stuff. I just thought maybe there would be something about giving, but I don't think we're gonna see that. Oh, scared me. I don't think we're gonna see that in here. Maybe got black ones. Oof. Black would be a statement, wouldn't it? Could just stick that right on there. I could just do Jesus, nice and bold. Nice and bold. God is love. Gotta love that. Always love that. So fun. Bread of life, he lives. Trust in the Lord, walk. Lord Jesus. Share the joy. Okay. I read on my phone about joy versus happiness today. So see, I'm doing what I can. I think if I'm going to be on my phone, I can probably spend the 5 minutes reading a devotional as well, you know? So get it wherever you can. Get those couple of minutes of God here and there. Sometimes it'll change your perspective. It'll change your feelings, change your thoughts, and you will be grateful. It'll make you feel blessed. It'll just turn off the craziness that goes off inside your head when things kind of spiral or don't go your way. Just turn to God. He's right there. It's awesome. God is love. Yes, he is. Yes, he is love. Oh, look, that's funny. I'm just, pointing stuff out here, but I know today's the 20th for me, but tomorrow's the 21st, and it's the 21st on there. How cute. So it's Focus Friday. I'll just mark that with my pen. I'm going to put a 3 and then a 25 behind it. How fun. See, everything just comes together the way God wants it to. There we go, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching today and got something fun out of it. I'm going to throw a little pink staple here in my lace. They are metallic colored. Really fun in there. Pop that right back down in there. Nice little surprise page. How fun is that? Thanks so much for stopping by. We'll see you really soon in next week's video. Bye-bye.